When I read such news, I usually, in my quiet times, I laugh and I pity Nigeria, you know.
Wow.
Now, one of the major functions of the president, being a president of Nigeria, is to uphold our democracy and do not show weakness to the international organizations and local other countries, around us. So it doesn't look like Nigeria's democracy has not grown to where it should be. Okay? Mm-hmm. But the truth cannot be taken from the said issue. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, you cannot beat a child. The child is crying. And then you be the one telling people that, the beating is sweet too. This is romance. This is not crying. The child is actually showing some sign of happiness, and this is how he cries. No. Okay? He was a party to the election. You cannot be a judge in a case that you are party to.
Yeah.
Okay? So being that you are the president as well, the issue is in the Presidential Petition Tribunal. Okay? Mm. And aside the outcome of the Presidential Tribunal, the EU had given a very, very, very forward and very clear recommendation that every serious country should have taken with a very sense of commitment and then see how to, because the major issues here are the credibility of the INEC staffs. When I was reading the newspapers this morning, I saw on the headline a young girl who actually scored 240-something in JAM.
And manually manipulated the results.
Okay? Yeah. And this is what is happening gradually in the country.
Yes.
Corruption is now being seen as a norm. Mm. Imagine this child finds himself into INEC tomorrow. Somebody who could, at the initial stage,
manipulating results.
So there should be set down rules on how these people who are INEC staff, comes into play.
Yes.
There should not be a known system that can actually just make somebody who could be predicted an INEC rec or so, and then you can now lobby ahead or begin to, establish a negative relationship to.
I love how they couch this, establish a publicly accountable selection process for INEC members.
Yeah. Which is actually, I think it is the best recommendation in all they drafted. And they went further to say the media should be protected.
Yes.
There were areas where media were not allowed to cover what was happening in the polling unit.
That's true.
And people were maltreated. Cameramen were beaten properly for trying to cover the incidents, contrary to what they had been told.
Yeah.
So these recommendations, they are germane. They are things that will move this country forward. But my take on this, because I do not believe that the presidency itself, the president, would dare make the kind of comment that Dele Alake has made. And this is one of the most annoying aspects of this country. People who are not supposed to speak on behalf of the president, speaking on behalf of the president.
Take up authority and speak
then
up.
They say what is even more,
offensive.
What the president cannot even dare to say. Somebody will just come up and because he has taken a lot of carbohydrate in there. So it is not fair on the masses. It's an insult to the general populace of a country called Nigeria for somebody, because I do not believe that this is actually the presidency speaking. Since the president has not affirmed that these are his words, I believe Dele Alake is the one speaking here on behalf of the president.
Yeah.
So I should urge him to revoke those words, because, and let us look at actualizing this He-Use report. It is genuine and it's actually a reflection of what transpired in the election. I was a candidate. I saw what happened. It was appalling. The security personnel that were sent to my polling unit, I had to wait to secure those personnel from the unit. It was as bad as that. The police, they were supposed to secure the media and the rest, could not secure themselves. I had to get local securities and then the effort of the community to secure them out of the polling unit.